Hi. Hello, welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome to Shatterline. A game I wanted to play a while back already, but my computer back then didn't allow me to do so. But now things have changed. And I am ready to show you how bad I am at first-person shooters. Evidenced right there by the fact that I wasn't even able to kill one single person that had her back turned to me. We are playing some kind of control zone map. Control zone game mode is what I'm looking for. It's either something like Conquest, Domination. Those are some of the classic names that you can encounter when looking at game modes like this. I should have definitely revived my teammate there, but I was a bit too slow on realizing what the hell was going on. Just like I am right now. Point captured apparently. I think I am capturing point B right now as we speak, and I'm getting hit. Throw my grenade out there. Maybe did some damage, but I was not quick enough. It's a free-to-play first-person shooter game. It was created by Frag Lab LLC. It's just free to play on Steam, so you can check it out for yourself if this video seems interesting to you. It has a bunch of cool elements that I am not yet familiar with, because as I said, I am not that normally fond of the first-person shooter genre, just because I am so bad at it and I haven't played it quite that often yet. Additionally, because my previous computer just could not handle it in the slightest. I am playing with a very basic character right now that just has a frag grenade and a smoke grenade, because I don't want to overcomplicate things when I still don't even have figured out the basics of the game too much. Of course, frag grenades are not that effective all the time because they need some time to kind of charge up. I'm just learning everything this game has to offer, like for example dying in close quarter combat. Not doing terribly, not doing amazingly either. Our team points are definitely a bit low, so we should focus even more on attacking the objectives, I think, which is something I thought I was already doing a little bit, but not enough. Hello, sir. A good day to you. Need to remember that my melee key is strapped on the V button. Strapped on the V button. Oh, that's an interesting way of saying what I wanted to say right there. No, I heard bullets behind me. I feel like I'm being chased. I'm being chased from all sides. Okay, that felt a little bit better. That felt a little good. I think I am better at games like this, where it's not completely realistic. A bit better than in games like maybe a Rainbow Six, maybe a Counter-Strike. At Counter-Strike, I am just absolute ass, dog shit, hot trash. You will never see me succeeding in Counter-Strike, I can tell you that much. But in games like this, with like the abilities and the small little movement quirks and stuff, I can sometimes save myself a little bit better, except for when two people just round the corner without me expecting it. I love it that you can see like the small little vendetta progress you have during a game with enemies. For example, you can see that I was killed by that guy 3 times already, but I killed him 2 times myself as well. And now we have our ultimate available to us, which with this character entails a little grenade launcher that fires quite quickly. That's not the best frag grenade I have ever thrown. And here we have our little ultimate grenade launcher, which we are not going to be able to use at all because nobody is over here. Look at that guy standing up there, looking me straight in the eye. This is what I was talking about in my buddy Krogerin yesterday. These types of things in these types of free-to-play games or in pay-to-play games, they're overwhelming. It's just like, hey, you have 400 different materials for crafting, you have 200 different kind of resources to buy things with in the shop, or you can also unlock things throughout the battle pass, or you can kind of grow yourself a new pair of arms if you pay enough to the game creators. It's a bit overwhelming sometimes. I know why they do it, because it induces dopamine hits for people that are like, oh yeah, new things unlocked, I'm being so good at the game, I'm so talented. But for me, I already know that I'm talented. I don't need to have extra impetus. Satire, by the way, because I know that I'm shit at video games. Video games? I was gonna say first-person shooters, but no, maybe just video games. Seems like a nice map. Don't think I've played on this one before. And here we go, capture and hold points, and it's with static points as well. You also have a mode like this where the points you need to capture actually change over time, and that's also a whole lot of fun. But that's apparently not what we are doing right now. Let's blow up that fire barrel in case that somebody would get over there. This map kind of reminds me of a map in one of the newer Call of Duty games. Not a map that I have played because I have never played the newest Call of Duty games, but I definitely remember it from videos. The map where you can kind of like play basketball. Just don't mind my pronunciation. These blue objects are objects my class can interact with. I can also interact with the explosive barrels and kick them across the map in the hopes of finding an enemy to fire them into. Try and help get control of point Charlie. I am not a hostile. I know your name suggests that, but... Jesus Christ. That gun, I have encountered it yesterday a bunch while I was playing this for the first time with my Onkruid together. It's kind of like the wingman in the early Apex days, where people that know how to shoot and know how to play can actually just demolish you. Oh, come on. Not that much damage. Something I've noticed in this game also is that headshots are of the utmost importance. Like, really, they should be priority number one, because your damage just get multiplied immensely. I know it's like that in every single shooter game, of course, but this game really, really seems to put emphasis on aiming well, which doesn't bode well for me. Kind of messy, but I am still quite satisfied with me getting the kill and not getting killed. Did I get my shot off? I did not get my shot off. That could have been clean if my FPS reflexes would have been attuned a little bit better. Wow, this game is a slaughter in terms of like the actual objective. Take a little van. Just for fun, just for shits and giggles. That's not a good look. Would that be considered camping or zone control? Because I love zone control, but as anybody who is a respected gamer does, I hate camping. Another loot box. Oh wow, an uncommon cosmetic item. Give me one more game. Give me one more game to get a little bit more footage, and I'm definitely gonna try and play this game a bit more, maybe, now that my computer allows it. I'm just gonna try to include a bit more variety. I was already including variety on my channel, but now I have the freedom to play anything I want. Just this morning I was looking at Valkyrie's room and setup tour, and at a certain point in the video her computer specs nicely lined up and nicely were showed by her kind editor, and I was like, that's kind of like exactly the computer I have. So that made me realize, like, I need to extend my game pool. I can just keep uploading Cuphead, Souls and Survivors, League of Legends, even though the arena mode is so fun videos. I need to kind of branch out a little bit and play things that I'm not comfortable with, like first-person shooters. Not horror games though, fuck horror games. Although the Crypt video is one of the best performing videos on my channel ever, but I think I just played it well with like the newness, the novelness of that game at the point of uploading. My title was also okay. Thumbnail is a bit cringe, but sometimes cringe works. Domination is the name. I think Conquest is the one with the moving control points. A bit less static. Although every match in this game is just very dynamic, movement based, always high octane, you're always in the middle of the action. The death timers are also very short, which means that I can get killed quite quickly again, so that the games are over. Also, let me know what you think of the little drop shadow behind the camera. Thought I would try something new, make it a little bit more impactful instead of just like a random circle floating around with my head inside of it. Is this a Shatterline video or is this just a podcast video between the matches? That's what you really need to ask yourself. It's time to look inward, Zuko, and ask yourself the real... Oh, we're in the game. Cock Queer Balls. That's the name of the match. The name of the map, rather. A new attachment even. Smart Fire Adjuster. Stability after a sliding kill. Reload speed after a sliding kill. I don't have sliding kills all that often. I am still getting used to the whole concept of like sliding, dropping down. Even though if I would have been more into Call of Duty, I think I would have definitely gotten more used to that mechanic. Because it's always a great approach to life, you know? You duck down, you make your head smaller, and people are always looking at like eye height, so they need to point their gun down a little bit. And in that small snippet of time, in that little window you create right there, you can just bop them in the head if you're a good player. If you're a good player. I notice that my camera is also just blocking everything. So, and with everything I mean just my health. Oh yeah, I remember this map from yesterday. What are we playing? Team Deathmatch. Interesting. I'm here together with my Christopher Mellon buddy. And we're gonna just get rid of all the enemies in rapid succession. Talking about all the enemies are literally right there. I got you, Christopher. Let's go. Never leave your homies behind. Look at Forrest Gump in the Vietnam War. Okay, that guy was stuttering a little bit, or was that just me? Christopher just died again from over here. There we go. At least I avenged him. Didn't save him this time, but avenging him is also fine. There we go. So a little short on the reaction time still, but fine. Alright, my aim could have been a little bit better there, but I'm also quite quite mad. No, I'm not mad at all. It's paradoxal, you know, it's a paradox. I don't easily get mad at first-person shooters, even though I am absolutely terrible at them. But just because I know that I am terrible at them, I don't get mad in the slightest, because I have low expectations of my own ability and own skills. Are these walls that we can break with a grenade? Yes, they are. You're welcome, buddy. I think, if you wanted to get over here. If he was using the wall as cover, then I'm sorry, buddy. Ow, 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 ow. That's quite a high vantage point that guy has got there. Another great thing about this game, really cool, is the out-of-combat healing that you can see right there in the bottom left corner. I think that really incentivizes you to go into small skirmishes, but don't just go into all-out brawls all the time. You know, it improves the tactical feeling of the game a little bit. 2 health points, huh? Yeah, that's cool. That's sad. I'll try the sniper. I've never played with the sniper before. At least this gives me kind of an advantage against the guy in the tower, I think. It deals some damage. That was quite a nice hit. But I am, of course, still playing from like the perspective of dashing around the map, because it takes some time to get settled into a new kind of playstyle. My buddy Christopher Mellon's with me right here though, so I don't need a new playstyle, I just need to trust him. There's my ultimate. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Getting some hits in. Maybe not killing enemies, but at least I'm getting some hits in. Let's go crazy with the ultimate for a second. And with go crazy, I mean not hit anybody with the ult at all. Close. Close. Almost quick enough on the draw. The thing I love about games like this and Apex Legends is that even if you are complete shit at FPS games, it still is quite fun to just traverse the map because of all the movement mechanics and all the cool little sprint options, all the little jumps you get, even the whole system of like every class having a different movement ability. Yeah, that was optimistic thinking that I could kill that guy considering it's 0 to 7. Okay, that felt a little bit better. That felt okay. I'm satisfied with that result. That was a little bit worse. Don't come too close and personal to me, please. I'm chilling. Oh, come on. I'm so bad. Well,